It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver.
Yellow. Sunday. Hey, Ripley. Delta.
Mahomes now on first down, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
61. Matchbox, right. Jim. 43.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Motion.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock it. Situation. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day. You're over here. Hey, exit.
from the gun. Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Well, they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line. 10, 20, 53. Roger, 5-0. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's our time. It's gun. It's our time. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Flacco from midfield. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 50 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right here, right here. 49, check 49, check 49. Easy, easy, easy. The ripple is.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Come on, now, let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And let's pin the mirrors back. Watch 30. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Will Parks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Check 53. Red. Check pass. Check pass. Check.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies.
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Flacco from the gun. Airing it out for Hamilton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, 39 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. But it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watch the twist. Out.
You draw quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Behind. 20. Red.
Pick up the ball. 53.
Bravo.
53. Check 53. Watch the pass. Let's go.
Flacco. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run it with Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, 57, 57. Right side.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Set. Ready.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Check 4.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Here we go.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
53 is the Mike.
General West.
Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Come on. You better bring it.
Once more, it's Flacco. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Yellow.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Attack.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
15.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Come on, the ball. Rush in.
On first down, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got some space here. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Watkins. That time.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 54.
Check.
Mike 54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Yellow.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Monday. That's left. Hey, orbit.
To pass, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.
Mike, 53. 53.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 7 yards there and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Go, Mike 34. Mike 34. I'm coming.
Yellow.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
15.
34.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 42 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You're over here.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
We got that, Wade. We got that, ready.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
15.
36. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. I'm going.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is all the way up past the 25. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hurry up.
Another run by Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first down, Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different
different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, kill. 27, 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's set. 19. Watching you go. He's coming. We got double up. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Lamar Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
That's going to be a long day.
Check 52.
I got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 54. 53. Strip the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's checking credit.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Set. 19. 54 Mike. 24.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Slam. Slam. 24. 29.
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 99. Hop. 26. Kill. Turn up. 55. 9.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. Get wrong. Right there. 54.
Throwing again is Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Watch the slack. Check 59. Check 54. 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37.
Hey, kill. 26.
On second down, Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Kill.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Mike 37.
We go 46.
And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37.
26.
They'll run it with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A first down carry now for Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Binds, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Go, get out there, get out there. We go 47. 41. We've got to wedge that out. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
41's coming. 41 the mic. Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
There we go. Kill. Under.
Staying open. 41. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 31. 54.
Hey, let's get this.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watson.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set! 19!
50 the mic, 50 the mic. You're trapped, you're trapped. Kill.
24!
Hey, check.
Alert!
50, Mike, 50. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, Mike's 50.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Jim. Watch twist. Shit.
Alert!
They'll run on first down. Miller, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check number 4. First 6. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
First 6. Check 13.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Put it on, put it on. 9, go.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 29 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
What's play 47? 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
40. 41 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Prescott now on second down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Hey, defense, let's go. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Angelo Blackson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping.
They'll run it again with Miller. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting
rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless, giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill. 47.
Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Kill.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Good set. 19.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
59.
Watch the screen.
Mike, 54.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Alert.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Watson, there goes a deep ball. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Throwing now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
I got you. I got you. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, switch gears. Check 31, check 31.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Bird to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You don't know no better. Take 4, take 4.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
set. Time to end it. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. Alert flare, alert flare, flare. 61. Max box. Mike. Switch ball. Let it go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, 43 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Watch the safety creep.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Blue down. Switch. SOS.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Check.
Murray now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Murray has the first down and more. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on second down. Jackson, he'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check your backer, check your backer.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Zoom, zoom. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
First down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Murray off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 20.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And an alley to run. Murray, strong running. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They toss to Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Time up.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Hassan Reddick. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 3-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Murray steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 13 runner. Roll. Check curls. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On play action, it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Switch.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
36. Watch 36 to Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Over. Line 36. Line 36.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Ready. 36 to Mike. Down to lose 1. Strong right. 36. I'm not ready. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Got it.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, 28 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the 27, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You must be dreaming.
Got him in. It's Brown. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just leave.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch 36, 36.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Kill. Jim. 22, check,
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Check 9. Hot 7. Check 13.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep. Wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return will stop right around the 25. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That was the corner. Robert Alford with a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Draw play. Ingram now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here we go. D, get off the field.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the screen. Mike 5'9", Let's get the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. 3
Following the fumble recovery, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 14 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he sheds a tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.